Hi folks, welcome back. Hope everybody's keeping well. So today we're in for some serious death metal fun. We're doing 6 Feet Under, Feasting on the Blood of the Insane. Quick disclaimer folks, this isn't a reaction video. This is going to be an analysis breakdown type thing. So if you haven't heard the song before, go and listen to it first and then come back. It's been a really long time. It's so long since I've listened to this. I actually got Maximum Violence, the album that this is off, back in the day when it came out. I was a big Cannibal Corpse fan around that time and got turned on to 6 Feet Under because the guys I was in a band with at the time were a couple of years older than me. So in those sort of late teenage years, mid to late teenage years for me, they really helped me uncover a lot of sort of cool death metal stuff and other bands as well, but mainly into the death metal stuff. And we actually covered Torture Killer off this in some of our live sets. I actually think I probably drummed through the whole album at home. Plenty of double kick stuff going on, especially in this song. I'm really looking forward to listening to this. It's been so long. The reason why we're doing this song is because I had a little sort of theme of songs related to numbers or bands related to numbers on my Patreon, and this one got upvoted. So this was one of the top 3 voted, so we're doing an analysis video of it today. This is unscripted, folks, so I'm just going to play the song. I'll be pausing a lot, probably break it down. I'll play some of it on the guitar maybe. And just chat about the song. So if this is your first time here, please do like and subscribe. If you do like what I'm doing here and you do want to help support the channel, there's different ways you can do it. You can check out my own music on Bandcamp. You can join us on Patreon. A tip jar for anybody who wants to help the coffee fund keep me awake, So a quick little bit of background and bio of the band for anybody who hasn't heard them before. 6 Feet Under is an American death metal band from Tampa, Florida, formed in 1993. It was originally a side project formed by Chris Barnes with guitarist Alan West of Obituary, but became a full-time commitment after Barnes was dismissed from Cannibal Corpse. Dismissed. That's some word, isn't it? You're dismissed! 6 Feet Under has released 13 albums, holy shit, and is listed by Nielsen SoundScan as the 4th best-selling death metal act in the US. Heavy hitters. So the thing, my knowledge of them is pretty limited. Sure, I've heard Warpath or Haunted, possibly both. Graveyard Classics is probably the furthest I got with them. That's like 2000. That's it's over 20 years, folks. That's unreal. But yeah, I have Maximum Violence on CD over there. So a little bit of background on this. In 1998, Alan West left to rejoin Obituary and was replaced by Steve Swanson. Combined with Barnes' departure from Cannibal Corpse, the arrival of Swanson helped turn 6 Feet Under from a mere side project to a band in its own right. July 13, 1999 saw the release of the 3rd album, Maximum Violence. As the name of the album suggests, the lyrics on this release are much more violent than on past releases. They certainly are. So yeah, be careful if you have any kids listening to this. And with death metal, you could be saying anything and most of the time you don't hear, but Chris Barnes' enunciation is right on par, so you're going to hear what he's saying. The band also recorded a death metal retooling of the Kiss song War Machine. Personnel on the album includes Chris Barnes vocals, Steve Swanson guitars, Terry Butler on the bass, and Greg Gall on drums. There's also Paul Booth who's doing backing vocals on this song, Feasting on the Blood of the Insane. Bonesaw, holy shit. Right, I gotta listen to this whole album afterwards. Every song's it's a classic now. It's an actual death metal classic. Getting old, folks. Produced by Brian Slagle, engineered by Chris Carroll, Kieran Wagner, and Luli Dea. Mixed by Brian Slagle and Chris Carroll, mastered by Brad Vance. Great artwork too by Paul Booth. Right, folks, without any further ado, let's get going. Go. Okay, so let's go through some of that and break it down. Huge sound with those guitars, not only power chords, but you can hear that as he goes on, he is using those sort of power chords with the fifth underneath to give that massive tone in places. So also we're drop tuned considerably here, down 4 semitones from standard. So we're down to C. So although you'll hear those kind of standard ones, you know, you get the extra bass note on top, so it's a huge sound. It's not using it all the time, but that's definitely in there in some places. Really, really raw production, like incredible production, like so refreshing to hear this. So much dynamics, you know, even within a death metal band. You know, I guess your appreciation for this kind of stuff grows when you hear the way music has gone, you know, with the overcompression of sort of modern day, really, really heavy bands and stuff like that there. You know, it's really intense. Don't get me wrong, great performances. There's great, amazing bands out there. It reminds me massively of Black Sabbath. The early Black Sabbath stuff, it's got that rawness. It's just full of life and energy and grit and grime. Which is sorely lacking from a lot of music these days. Just got a real live performance kind of feel, like, you know, even the rawness in the bass tone, the timing as the groove comes in and stuff like that there, the way the tempo shifts in places. Yeah, big fan. So you can hear the way the drum part in the beginning is really giving us a sense of the beat. Just on the syncopation there, on the offbeat with a hi-hat, some fills. Really accents the big chords, you know, the crash cymbals and the kick. Couple of fills in there, but mainly we got this sort of offbeat ride comes in later on the hi-hat. Guitars mainly driving, that's the real main melody there. Here's some nice lovely bass slides, slick, boom, adds a little bit to that sort of chaos. Then the spoken word that's brought in. I'm not sure who's narrating that actually. I don't know. Is that Chris that's doing that? I'm not quite sure. But sets the whole thing up. This is the first song off the album as well. Like, so it sets everything up in a really, really cool way. So let's talk about the riffs a little bit. Down a semitone from the top. So that's your open C. I'm probably going to be calling it E because, you know, I'm playing a standard tuning here, which is dropped down to C. So go down there to get that sort of minor second vibe, but that's where he drops a fifth underneath that to thicken the sound up. There's a tritone. Another Black Sabbath reference. You're probably going to notice I'll be dropping Black Sabbath in and out quite a bit. This intro riff is, let's say it now. The trills, the tritone, which is a flattened 5. You know, that's a real evil chord. It's in there. The octave notes. So much that sort of lends itself to Black Sabbath that I'm only noticing now, never thought of at the time, I never used to listen to it. Bass slide on the left. Interestingly, the thick guitars then become sort of one guitar over to the left and makes room for the narration in the right hand side. You'll notice that comes back a little bit. A little bit later. Lots of flams, bum 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 ba ba bum. You know, not just dead on. You're getting that sort of two hits very, very close to one another, which are called drum flams. Great scream. Hear the guitar over in the left, Chris in the right, bass down the middle, ride cymbal. Also great the way that the thicker, the double tracked guitar coming in is coming in there in a sort of almost like a choral or orchestrative kind of way, you know. Get this. Here. Such an evil riff. Great riff. Wee bit of pick squeals in there as well. You really hear the bass in the right now. Different tone. Really gnarly distorted bass drum. Chris coming in. Here we go. What a groove, man. I mean, if that doesn't make you want to bang your head, you're dead inside. Like, that's such a great groove. Do you notice kick drum? It always comes in slightly early with those double kick flicks, you know? You got that sort of sound on the kick. Reminds me of Slayer a little bit, actually, that. It really could be something off Seasons in the Abyss or something. Great way to keep that riff alive. You know, change the drum beat slightly, and actually the riff changes very, very slightly there. It kind of goes up to the... So he uses that tritone again. I think it only happens twice, and then it goes back to the standard riff. Constant double kick there. Notice the drums going in time with the vocals. Another victim, another dun 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 goes with it. So tight as a band, like, you know. Great performance on this. Also, I mentioned a little bit in the introduction there about Chris's vocal style. I love the fact that I can pretty much making out the majority anyway. There might be some words in there that are getting past me, but I don't feel like I have to go delving into the lyrics to hear what he's saying. Like, his enunciation is right on par, which personally I like. Great groove in the vocal as well, like so percussive. My bloodlust need a son of a bitch. Third generation, schooled in the other human circulation. Only one thing will control my pain. Okay, let's go. Of the insane. Oh, nasty. Man, these hooks are ingrained in me, like, over 20 years ago. Catchy death metal. Alright, that's the kind of thing I'm talking about there. More Black Sabbath references. Fairies wear boots. They've got that thing going on where the tempo shifts are so organic. You know, nothing sounds like, all right, let's punch in at a different tempo here. You know, it's just like, it's all slowed down just in time for everybody to come in the right place. Like, you know, it's great. And obviously Sabbath had that kind of thing. If you listen to the likes of Fairies Wear Boots, that's a perfect example of Sabbath changing tempo in the same song. Dum bum ba da da dum ba dum bum ba, you know, from the slower introduction. Like, it's really refreshing to hear it in this. Please consider taking a moment to check out my other channel, JW Soundworks, where you will find unique cover song performances. Newly composed piano arrangements. And all of my self-composed original music. About this section. There. There's just a slight more push on this riff, you know. We're still dealing with the same notes, which is the first. If you think of it this way, you know, it's like a minor second, then you've got a tone, another semitone, so you're just using those notes from the bottom of the scale. So it's gone from that to the other riff. Great riff. Lots of this. Haven't played like that in a long time, really. Do you notice again? You get the fifth underneath that power chord. Fills things out. And then we've got this other little section we'll talk about in a second. Thunderous roll of a double kick underneath there. Here we go. Actually, even the drum parts are very signature, you know, it just they stick in your head. So at that point, we're up to this sort of, don't forget, I'm thinking about this as in E, even though it's technically down in C, but it's like going up to the third in the scale. Very simple stuff, very effective. 4 notes. First one, power chord, second one. More of a diminished kind of feel there, you know. More dissonant. Maybe play along with a wee bit of it here. So much fun there. They're like, okay, when are we getting this? Changed. Brilliant. Get a higher octave there in the guitars, same notes. Here we go again.
I'm not to keep the blood flowing, just a bit of guts and gore. Indulgence in the blood of freaks, taking another dose of the blood loss. To rip apart, shed the dead.
Oh man.
Stalking another victim, the path I'm gonna kill again. I am the walking dead, concentrated in hate, fear and pain.
Same formula as before.
It's gonna go on and on and on. A new life is born, broken bodies start now rotting. No way to stop the beating, only one way to control my pain. This kind of blood of the insane.
Oh yes. Did I mention that little segue there? I think I forgot to.
This kind of blood of the insane.
You hear the drums and the bass are accenting that, but you get this those. Go on. Sounds like a crazy thing to say, like, but I love the fact that every single ride bell sounds different. You know, that's the kind of stuff that's missing in today's stuff. It's like everything's being sort of stripped and standardized, so nothing juts out. If you listen to even just to the ride bell, you can hear them moving around on that cymbal, the tone changing and stuff. It's just so fresh. It's all in time. You don't need to do anything to it, but the fact that it's changing, it adds to it, not subtracts. Great double panning, quadruple possibly there. Huge vocals there, lower and higher range screams. Tight as fuck again. That bass tone is nasty. It's a higher octave again in the guitar. More distant screams on the right. Growls. Yes. So if you enjoyed this one, folks, make sure you do all the like and subscribe and all that stuff. It really does help my channel get a wee bit more of a kick up the ass with the old algorithm on YouTube. If you're not commenting and liking and stuff like this, it just disappears into the ether. And that's fun. Thanks for sticking around watching as well, guys. Thanks very much. See you all next time. If you do enjoy what I'm doing and you want to help support me, Bandcamp's your best bet. Go to Bandcamp because you can buy that for the same price of the coffee and you're getting all my music. You know, so thank you very much to everybody that is helping support the channel that way. It means a lot.